Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another issue of Frank Talk with Gilbert. I'm Bob McLean, your host, and I welcome you back to the show. And with me, of course, is our expert at debt and credit issues, the president, founder, CEO of Debt Masters, Mr. Gilbert Landriault. Gilbert, hello. How are you today?
Hey Bob, I'm excellent. Thank you. And I'm glad to be here today. We're having some nice topics.
Yes, yes, and this is one that you felt very, very strongly about, and you wanted to talk about it because it affects so many people, and it's just so doggone annoying. And that is the issue of how to deal with creditors that are calling on all these collection calls and hounding people. So, Gilbert, what is it about this topic that made you want to talk about it, and how can we stop them?
Well, Bob, as you know, I got into this business because I got affected by the system. I got in trouble with my debts, and then I found out how horrific it was to have collectors knocking at your door 20 times a day, and wanted to have their money and harassing you. And at the start, I was doing like everybody else. I was yelling at them, telling them where to go. So, but at the end of the day, I found the right way, and the right way is to really use the tools that are out there, which is use the law that gives you a little bit of leeway on the idea that they're calling you like every 5 minutes, 20, 30 times a day. And they did that to me. And I didn't know until I got into this business that they're allowed 3 times a week. More than that, you can call the police if you want to and make a complaint, and then they will be told. But people don't know this like I didn't. So when I got into it, then I found out all the little tools that are out there to help you out. And and also if you take the initiative to try to negotiate with them, then they won't become as a pest as they are, and they will give you a little bit of leeway to at least try to negotiate what you owe them at the end of the day. But the big thing, people get so fed up with it that they just yell at them and to hang up, and they just keep calling. He said it's an automation, the system they have, so it's really the machine that's calling, and they put you on hold, and an agent will be on to talk to you like. But when it happens 20 times a day, it really gets under your nerves, especially when you're in debt, you have some issues, the stress. So the way the system is built is to make you pay your bills. And they almost work with me. I did pay my bill, but to a penny on the dollar compared to what I owed, but it was with negotiation. But the main thing was, once I realized what they were doing, it's to make you upset that you'll borrow money somewhere, you'll sell your car, and you'll try just to pay that debt to have peace of mind. And you don't have to do that. All you have to do is take the system that's out there, call one of us, call that master, and we'll guide you through it. But there's a system to it. You just can't just yell at them. That doesn't work. Take the initiative to look at what you are financially and see what you can afford. And that's what we do with the client. We look at their finance and say, okay, this is, you can't take blood out of the stone. If they have only $5 and the creditor wants 9, it's not going to work. And but the client has to understand you still owe the debt, but the system out there will give you a way out by having somebody like us that will guide you through it and say, this is what you can afford, we'll negotiate for you, and then this will all go away, plain and simple. But it doesn't go away in one day. You must have documentation. You must know to answer the phone. Say, listen, I'm working on it. If you do that, they won't call as often compared to you just keep hanging up. Your number just keep coming back. It's automation, right? So if you do take that and you say, you know what, I don't have anything right now, but if I start working next week, because some people lose their job, I will call you and we'll try to do something about it. People are like ostriches. They put their head in the sand. Well, the phones keep ringing at the end of the day. It doesn't go away. They these companies are paid to collect that money, plain and simple. And the main thing is they won't go away. They're just going to keep doing it until you get so upset and stressed. And this is part of the problem we have out there, especially for marriage, big family, where it affects the marriage, because you know how money creates problem if you don't have any, and especially if you owe it and they just hunt you, then the stress kicks in and then other problems arise. The goal here, the secret, pick up the phone when they call, and talk to them and say, I'm working on it. You know, I have Gilbert from Debt Masters that's helping me out, or I have somebody else that's doing it, and we're looking to get this settled. If you do that, they will let down a bit, okay? But when you say something, you must know you got to do it, because they're recording these calls all the time. So if you make a promise, verbal promise, that Friday I'll send you $300, and you don't, they recorded it. So now it's a tool for them. So my secret, never give a time, a date, and an amount. I'm working on it. That's the magic phrase. I am working on it. I'm looking to family to help me out. You don't have to say anything else. You know, when I was doing my negotiation, and they would say, well, are you going to pay this for Friday? Well, maybe Friday, but I don't know which Friday. So that's how I would put it. So there was no commitment in writing or on a recording, because when they record everything, they got you, because you said this last week. I trusted you. You're not giving it to me. You're just buying time. Then we're going to come after you now with the whole thing. So when you do something, make sure you can produce it, or just make sure you don't give that date, that time, and the amount. You say, I'll try my best, and I'll see what I can do by next week. Friday, because they will try to catch you on the time and the date next week. Early next week, maybe. I don't know. I'm working on it. If you don't put that, I call it in concrete, then you have room to play with it. If you say Friday at 3 o'clock, I'll send you some money, they're going to hold you to it. If you don't, Friday at 5 o'clock, the call starts again. And now they're going to be even worse. And they won't trust you, and they will really go after you. And that's their job. That's what they do. And I went through the whole system myself. That's why I know how it works. And that's why I tell people, listen, do the right thing. Don't hide. Just pick up the phone when it rings and try to work something out. If you can't, give us a call. Give somebody a call that has knowledge about it, and let them help you at the end of the day. We just hope you call Debt Master, because we've been doing this for 16 years. We know all the tricks, and we can get you out of trouble within as short as 5 days. It depends on your situation. So we have the program, we have the coaching, and we have the way to get you out of it.
Okay, fantastic. So deal with these people, and but yet don't give them a lot of details, because they are going to be recorded. If you can't make it, don't set them a time and a place. So Gilbert, you also mentioned Debt Masters can help. How do they get a hold of Debt Masters?
Well, you go to our website, debtmaster.ca, and we have the 1-800 number also on there. And just give us a call or fill out the application, and somebody will get to you within 4 to 6 hours, because we're quite busy at this time. But the main thing is take action, okay? We can tell you right away what's your first step, and we guide you. There'll be somebody beside you for all the way until you're out of trouble. The main thing, you have to make the action of calling, send us an email, and somebody will take care of you.
Okay, fantastic. Great advice as always. So, to our audience out there, thank you very much for listening in again to this episode of Frank Talk with Gilbert. Gilbert, phenomenal job as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. It was a pleasure.
Okay. And to everybody else, thank you for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you again next week on the next episode of Frank Talk with Gilbert. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.